What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Police have released a mugshot photo of the man who was wanted in connection to the murder of the CEO of major insurance group Unitedhealthcare. Police say 26-year-old Luigi Mangione was arrested and is in custody following the targeted attack of Brian Thompson, who was fatally shot outside a Midtown Manhattan hotel ahead of an investor conference, police said Monday. A, quote, strong person of interest had been located in Pennsylvania, according to New York City Mayor Eric Adams, during a press briefing today. University of Pennsylvania graduate Mangione was brought in for questioning after an employee at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, recognized him from the wildly circulated images of the suspect in the shooting and called police. Mangione was eating at the establishment, police said. He matches the description of the suspect being sought in the shooting. Unitedhealthcare Group released a statement about the arrest, which said, "Our hope is that today's apprehension brings some relief to Brian's family, friends, colleagues, and the many others affected by this unspeakable tragedy. We thank law enforcement and will continue to work with them on this investigation. We ask that everyone respect the family's privacy as they mourn." And when he was apprehended, Mangione, 26 years old, was found to have a fake ID, New Jersey ID with a fake name, fake identity, and he had the weapon that was very similar to the weapon shown on the surveillance video of the shooting, a weapon that is often used by veterinarians to put down animals. So look, I'm noticing something. I'm noticing that a lot of people, it seems to be a polarizing thing going on. Some people are absolutely disgusted by what he did. And nobody condones what he did. But at the same time, there are a lot of people that have had, basically, I put it like this. I think there is a separation between the healthy and the not so healthy that have been victimized by the United States healthcare system, in particular, healthcare insurance companies. Those who have gone through the horrors of trying to be insured and have their, well, first of all, just being insured can be a pain, a hassle, and to have their claims, to have their healthcare claims approved by these insurances. And the horror stories we've heard of people undergoing cancer treatments, surgeries, and to have their insurances canceled or their claims denied. People, who work for these companies, sometimes taking glee and joy in canceling people's insurances. I've seen the horror stories. I know if you heard about them. And those people have absolutely no sympathy whatsoever for the man who was taken out, especially when you look at the fact that while he took a man's life, and that's not right, that isn't right morally at all. But some people look at it like, well, this CEO was, in their eyes, making $10 million a year, literally off of the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people. These insurance companies, these people are getting rich. They're making profit off of death. I mean, so it's a very, uh, you know, it's one of those situations that's going to definitely spark a this national discussion. Um, I'm on the, I'm of the opinion that what he did was absolutely horrible, but I can understand people's apathy. I can understand people's apathy to what happened to the guy. I can understand it. It's it's human nature to want, I guess, what you would call vigilante justice. Some people are equating him with Robin Hood. Although I gotta admit something. I gotta admit something. It's funny how when people, some people, a few people, I'm just pointing this out, right? It's funny how some people, when they thought that he was maybe, his name might have been, before you saw his face, and some people thought he might be Will, William Rogers or Kyle Barker. They were, a lot of people were more for him. But once they saw that, this guy was either Latin or Latino, or as we see now, he might be Italian slash maybe mixed with Latino or whatever. Now I'm seeing a lot more other of people looking at it through a different lens now. I'm telling you, hey man, I'm just a guy that speaks reality here. And I do notice a shift with some people that now calling him an animal and all that. And if he's an animal for what he did, explain to me why he's an animal, but Kyle Rittenhouse is not an animal. Explain to me why Kyle Rittenhouse is a hero, especially considering the fact that he came to town looking for trouble, right? Remember, he didn't live where he did what he did. He came to that city looking for trouble. Now, you could argue they came to him. I know that the circumstances aren't exactly the same, but in your mind, you're creating this narrative that Kyle Rittenhouse was this hero looking to seek justice and mow down lives. But in this guy's mind, he was making a revolutionary gesture. I mean, look, revolutions are violent. I'm not advocating it. I'm not advocating violence, but revolutions are violent. Look what happened. Look what's going over in Syria right now. The toppling of Assad. Revolutions are violent. So look, as far as the motive is concerned, I'm still struggling with this because from what I've been able to read, they say that he might have been afflicted or he may be afflicted with back pain, but when you look at him moving, he doesn't seem like a guy that's struggling with any back pain or issues. I don't understand exactly what his motivations are. He seems to be, from what I've read, he seemed to come from actually a very affluent family in Maryland. I believe I've read that his cousin, I think it is a Maryland state representative, I think. So I think I read somewhere about his family bought him a house that was worth nearly $1 million that he sold this summer. I think he lived in Hawaii briefly. So this is, if all of this is true, because this a lot of this stuff may not necessarily be true, but apparently him coming from a affluent family seems to be true. So that could be true. But if this is true, then what the hell was the motivation here? What is it? I'm seeing a lot of different things. I don't know exactly what is true and what's not. I've seen that some people looked on his accounts and saw that on Goodreads he was reading about or leaving comments about books dealing with back injury and chronic diseases. One of his social media accounts, he posted supposedly he posted an X-ray of a back injury that he suffered. So that would corroborate with back pain and all of that. So maybe he does have back issues. Maybe the day of the shooting he was having a good day. Maybe. I don't know. You know, it's crazy. I also saw that YouTube just took down, maybe 40 minutes ago, they took down his YouTube account. This guy literally uploaded maybe a couple of hours ago videos where I think it was set to premiere, where uh, if you are seeing this, I have been arrested. I saw that. And as I was looking at the video, YouTube literally took it down as I was looking at it. So I definitely think they got the right guy now. I'm pretty sure about that. I'm 99.9999% sure they got the right guy. The question I have is, what is his motivation? I'm still struggling with that. They're going to come up with some scenario or some official story as to why he did what he did. But after November 22nd, 1963, I'm always skeptical about a lot of these things. You know, you even wonder sometimes if some of these people, these young people, they may have been part of some type of, oh, I gotta be careful talking on YouTube. No, this ain't the right format. Let's just say sometimes, man, you wonder whether people are all the way, when some people are doing these things, whether they have been heavily influenced to do and commit certain acts, heavily influenced by rogue elements. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Tell me what you guys think.